Right, I'm going to talk you through the room as you walk in. So you walk in and the first thing you see is a literacy working wall, which already has, I know I've been successful if. So they can take one out of there to the table. Then, above the board, there are months of the year, and we're going to cut their names out or stick pictures on of when their birthday is, and they're in order so that they can try to remember which order they go in, the days of the week. It says there we are learning, and underneath you normally write the learning objective. I'm going to replace that with a new one. Under the board, we have how are you feeling today? The children will come in and stick their name or their picture on how they feel today, so it's identifying their own feelings. Then above the board we've got our golden rules. Next to the board we've got our groups, so obviously once they're in the class we'll write which groups they're in and they'll be on the wall for them to see. Underneath the interactive whiteboard we've got the rainbow system. Then next to my computer we have the computer area, which obviously will be a lot neater and accessible to them. Along the left hand side of the classroom we've got files that keep all the books in, and next to those we've got the carry crafts with everything that they'll possibly need: glue, scissors, pencils, pencil crayons, felt tips. And these come out so that we can just use what we need at the time. Next to that we've got the small whiteboards, pens and rubbers. Underneath we've got all the toys, actual toys. Toys, jigsaws, wet play stuff, puppets, little finger puppets for them, polygon, marble run, things like that. Then back left we've got the role play area. Now it looks like the door is going in this window pane here, so it will become a corner, but it's just like that for now. So we've got a stand there because it's going to be seaside for holidays. Then next to that we've got the writing area, so they can write on the board, and underneath there's a load of magnetic words, letters, diagraphs, split diagraphs, all sorts, and then a table with pens, paper, so they can actually write. Then at the back of the classroom, the water bottles normally go along the top shelf, and underneath are just spare pencil crayons, spare scissors, a washing line to stick things on, all sorts of stuff, just resources really for us teachers. And then obviously you got your sink and your paints and blah blah blah. Really that's just our area. This section of trays that has got a load of stuff on for the new teacher is going to be the malleable or creative or painting area, whichever it may be that week, because we're going to change it every week. Their trays and the RE focus, the prayer focus table and the RE display. Then we've got the book corner, which has got a sofa in it with cushions and some spare seats for when it gets a bit busy. And just in the corner at the moment is the instruments and the puppets, but I need to find somewhere for them. Then along the right hand side of the classroom we've got all literacy resources under here up to about here, and then it becomes numeracy, and all this is numeracy resources, so all the teaching resources are all along one side. There's a jigsaw, numbers 1 to 30. We've got the numeracy working wall above that with the 100 square on, really quite bright and nice. We've got words and diagraphs and blends above the boards just to help them with their phonics. And the 2 boards ready to be used. Then above here we've got the numbers. So we've got the 10s on the top and the 5s on the bottom. And if you can see what I've tried to do, I've tried to do it so that it corresponds, so it goes 5, 10, and then there's 10 above it, 15, 20, then there's 20 above it, and so on, and so on, and so on. So hopefully that'll get it. It's like a visual number line for them. We're going to have a working table, which is going to be with teachers. That's going to be either a literacy or a numeracy table with games on. This is going to be another area out of the curriculum, this small table. Then we've got the opposite, either literacy and numeracy. So we've got a literacy and a numeracy table, a working table, a different area of curriculum. Then we've got an independent table at the back there, and this is the other working table. So that way there's a teacher at this end and this end, so that there's one either side of the room. And I think that's everything.